Than the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Business. This is highly recommended. It's for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody.
What up? Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark. We all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Something like
I just pull up with a few.
we can arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Time now for the second of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend. And off we go on this Saturday night. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Hey, Silver.
A second down throw for Hurts.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Third and 9.
63. No touchdown. Tiger Hornet. Carlos Yanni. Carlos Yanni.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Right to the air goes Daniels. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
60 average, 60 average.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Van Sinnen was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, go.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
79 Broncos. Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions. Cowboy 80. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready, ready?
On first and 10, here's Daniels. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Set.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. Great. Set. Hey. No touch.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
No touch.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
73. No touch.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Great. Set. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So after 1 here on Super Wild Card Weekend, it's the Commanders with the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
No touch it.
They'll stay on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Daniels to throw on second down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Now give on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
On the check. Let's go. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They'll get him on the other side of midfield.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Ready. 79 Broncos. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
(7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
No touch.
They'll begin here on the ground. Uh-oh. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Right back to him on first down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43.
Hey, easy, 63. Call up Yeti. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
Daniels now on first down. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. A gain there of 15. Good for a Commanders first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum.
He is in. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Commanders. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Eagles 7. Harrison Davis can kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Great. Set. Alpha. Go Silver, ready? Delta.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Great, set.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Great, set. 73.
On third down, here's Hurts. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. First and 10 now from the 36.
Cut 19. 18, pioneer. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Dragon 60. Roll, roll, roll.
Here's a run going left. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Eagles 7.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game.
Warriors 70. Come on, come on. Hey.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Great, set. Delta.
From the gun, here's a handoff. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Crowd left, Yanni.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73. Delta.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Great, set.
He'll get this out wide. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
No touch that. 63. No touch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Hey!
The motion man is the tight end, Turner.
No touch.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, here we go. 79 Broncos.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Ready up. 19 Lions. Pass. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Here's a screen set up for Benson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
Great. Set.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. manages to get the throw away and completes it. Whoa, look at him go! And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Here we go, check.
On first down, Daniels. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Cut 19, cut 19. Get up, 19, 5 here. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On second down, it's Daniels. That is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Dragon 60. 2.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Washington. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Good, good, set. 63, 63, 63. Crown left, Yanni.
Hurts working in the pistol. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Hey, easy, 63, 63.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Warriors, 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Go.
Throwing is Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
60, Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's downfield. He's got Sinnott, the tight end. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Ready, ready. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Daniels now on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19.
3rd and long. And here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On the jump.
We are set for 4th and long.
5 here. 19 tight. 19 tight. Drag him 60.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in. And it's going to be a Commanders first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Warriors 70. 70.
They'll drop to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Mustang 19.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Great, set.
A first down throw for Hurts. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Set. Kyle up, Yeti.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down.
Alpha. Go Silver, ready? Kyle up, Yeti. 73.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Ready, set.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
Buffalo 18. Red. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
From his end zone, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
Ready, break.
Now, 1st and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll send their tight end left.
Ready.
Now Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal.
19 tight, 9 Dragon 60.
Tight end on the move left. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. This is 1st and 10.
Get up. Drop 60, drop 60.
Throwing now, Daniels. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Mustang 19.
Here's Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Siddick. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They are moving on in these playoffs. We'll have a long time to celebrate this one.